Sports Network, presenting to you from Miller Gold Stadium. For the home team, we've got
we have to fight for our respect. These haters don't respect your rights until you bring it to their neck. That's why we strap, that's why we train. Look how they came at Malcolm X. Better keep that sig on deck, you never know who could be next. When it's time to ride, load up them hollow tips with extra clips. As they say, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. We walkers, not by choice but by necessity, man. When you oppress, you got to fight back, especially, man. I believe that the best defense is offense when it's on and popping. Enemies proceed with caution, cause you cannot come back from the coffin. I know you haters wanna string me up and lynch me, but my ancestors taught me that no harm form can come against me. Long as my fight is righteous, long as my cause is justice, feet grounded in my culture, fear no evil, breathing focus, whole hood on my back, whole world on my shoulders. When it's time to man up, I was taught to stand up like a soldier. I'm loaded, I'm strapped, I'm ready for whatever. 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 Knock, put him up, put him in, put him out, going out to the highest bidder. $20 to the hole, $40 for the kids, see note for the big strong black ass. Knock, get him up, get him in, get him out, going out to the highest bidder. $20 for the hole, $40 for the kids, big head for the big strong black ass. Bigger than what don't kill, don't show, build up inside, build up with the 500 years of pressure. Let me show you how we want to ride in the spirit of the cat, in the spirit of that, in the spirit of a slave, yo, let's run. Nobody acting like a punk, tell us up my mind. Let me show you where the punk from. I'm from Carolina, through Georgia. I'm loaded. I'm gonna switch it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to bring you today's game here on the 2K Sports Network, broadcasting live from Landmark Coliseum. Playing on their home turf, we have the Lvii. Defending against the Warriors. I'm Dan Stevens here with Peter O'Keefe. Okay, let's do a rundown of the all-pro talent in today's game.
Well, this is what I call an offense smorgasbord, Dan. I mean, really, how can any defense hope to hold these two guys from connecting up? On the other side, we see just as much talent, maybe even more. And when you think about the great ones, when you take an accounting of them, you're remiss if you don't consider these two pros.
Yes, indeedy, Peter. Now let's go to midfield for the coin toss.
Rock, how you been?
Gentlemen, please make your call.
We want tails.
Tails it is.
We'll kick.
The Warriors have won the toss and select to kick.
Butler kicks off, and the game is underway.
Number 18 got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The E's will start the drive at their own 21-yard line. Number 3 reels in the football, and he's just barely past the markers for a first.
First down, E's. First and 10. Ball at the 32-yard.
Throws a bullet to the flat, and it's caught at the 31. Finally dropped at the 42. First down.
10 yards on the play. First down, E's.
That's all we need, baby. That's it.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game. Number 3 catches it in the flat, and that's a gain of 7 on the play.
Jimmy Hart's made a nice throw there, got it right past the defender.
They move the ball, and it will be second down.
Second and 3. Ball at the 49-yard line.
Hart gets all of his runners to this pass, and the reception is made for a first and more. Touchdown!
Jimmy Hart launches this one perfectly, and the D was nowhere to be found.
You got that right. Missed coverage all around.
That's right, Dan. My 6-year-old could have covered that pass better.
They take the lead on that touchdown, Peter, and they have to be happy with their performance on that drive.
Yeah, great calls and great execution.
Number 4 is back for the point after. Number 10 will hold the kick.
Now the extra point, and it's good.
Don't get down, guys. This is nothing. When we get the lead, let's get back out there and crack some heads.
Your E's are set for the kickoff. Watson deep to receive.
Number 4 crushes this one deep. Watson pounds it in the end zone for a touchback. The Warriors send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. McCoy gets the pass and will end up losing a bunch here.
McCoy with the call. Right.
Kenny White keeps his man from getting back to the line. Let's watch. Pow! Oh, that's got to hurt.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
2nd and long ahead. We had an injury away from the ball, and they are sending out the trainers. As always, we'll hope for the best, and any updates that we get, we'll pass along to you.
Number 24 is in some pain out there, and for it to affect him like this, he must really be hurting.
This is the big one right here, boys. Triple 50X, opposite flow. Look alive, baby. Break!
3rd down, 1 man
3rd
back.
and 5 from the Warriors, 25 yards.
Harden grabs the fastball over the top, and
Sam Edwards rattles the ball carrier's cage there, so much so that the football comes loose. And then, since he isn't the one who just got his bell rung, he's alert enough to recover the fumble.
Peter, there are many ways you can start a drive, but a turnover is not one of them.
No, definitely not. That was a big-time play.
The Warriors are challenging whether the player had possession prior to the fumble.
Well, Dan, we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lost the ball. Remember, he has to have full control of it.
After review, the receiver did have possession. It is therefore ruled a fumble. The Warriors will not be charged with a timeout. 4th down.
Collette gets ready to punt it away.
Back to punt. Number 18 is deep to receive.
Collette takes the snap and punts it away. Number 18 the punt at the 33. Tackled at the 37.
Couldn't find an opening, could you?
The E's got into the end zone last time they had it, and they're looking to do it again. They'll start at their 37-yard line. Hart fires this one over the middle. It's complete at the 43, and he's stopped right there.
Jeff Brown has just one guy on him, and he beats him easily. Even with my few extra pounds, I think I could have done a better job covering him.
I doubt that. He would have smoked you like a salmon.
That sounds pretty good.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a 2nd and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
2nd down, 2 yards to go. Sanders picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Tom Rathman brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
They hold pretty firm there, and they've got to do it again on 3rd and short.
3rd and 1 from Lvii, 46-yard line.
Hart throws a bullet to the flat, and the completion is made. Short of the markers, however. 4th down coming up.
Kevin Miller read that play perfectly and makes the tackle behind the line, pushing them back a few yards in the process. Great effort.
They come up with the big play, and on 3rd and short, they force the 4th down.
Yeah, they even caused a loss of yardage. What a time to come up big.
Oh yeah, this one's mine. This one's mine.
Number 8 takes the long snap and punts it away. Hilliard catches it at the 17. Dragged down at the 25.
Dalton Hilliard did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Warriors stalled early last drive. We'll have to see what happens here. We'll start at their own 25-yard line. Malone throws a heater, and the ball's caught at the 30, down at the 32. Number 24 had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now we've gotten word on his condition. Peter?
After coming off the field with some arm pain, the trainers told our producer that he's got a pinched nerve in the elbow. He's shaking it off on the sideline, and he told our producer that he will be ready to go. We'll see if the trainers agree.
Thanks, Peter. Watson grabs the bullet and gets past the markers for a first down.
Tony Watson got out of bounds and got the first. Nice run.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that.
1st and 10. Ball at the 38-yard.
McCoy picks up about 2, and that brings up second down.
Pick up 2 yards on the clock. Right, good for tackle.
And that'll do it for McCoy gets the call again and picks up 8 yards on the play.
Richard McCoy got yards by staying so close to his blockers, I think they were sharing each other's aftershave.
A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a 3rd and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now, Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but we'll see if they can pull it off. McCoy carries it for a 3rd time in a row and is taken down quickly, but just ekes out enough to move the chains.
Richard McCoy played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
Well, Peter, a pretty nice job there converting on 3rd down.
Yeah, didn't get a lot, but didn't need to. Good job.
Cox gets the sack way back at the 43.
Robert Cox puts the quarterback deep in the pocket. That's going to be a sizable loss. Watch this. Oh, man, that's going to push them way back. Great defensive play.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
2nd and long ahead. Malone passes a high, long one, and the reception's made at the 36. Finally stopped at the 12.
Pick up on 45 on the play. 1st down, Warriors.
Chris Kelly is going to make a great play right here. Snags the football and then really turns on the juice.
Ooh, that guy was rumbling.
Ooh.
Ha, he's not exactly fleet of foot, but on that last play, he spun his wheels and really dug in for those extra yards.
And when you barrel down the field like a Mack truck, you don't need to be fleet of foot.
McCoy takes it for his 5th carry and will lose about a yard here. A flag is thrown on the play. Let's see what it is.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 55. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. 1st down.
Wesley Graham had crossed the plane made by the tips of the football on that last one, so we got the call for a neutral zone infraction.
First and 5 from the E's 7-yard line.
McCoy will lose 4 on the play, and that brings up second down.
Ernest Slade keeps his man from getting back to the line. Let's watch. Pow! Oh, that's gotta hurt.
That's his second tackle so far.
Everybody ready? It's gonna be ace 50, tight end, Y outs. Ready, break.
Second and 8 from the Warriors 11-yard line.
Kelly snags the dart right sideline, and that's good for 6.
Chris Kelly had nobody on him. The quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
A decent play, and they'll now face 3rd and short.
That's the key, Dan. Make 3rd down easy, and they did just that.
Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do. 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up. Malone throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception is made. It is, however, short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Tony Medine slowed down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
Defense's back was against the wall, and they rose to the challenge, Peter.
Yeah, Dan, that's great D. They had to make a stand here, and they stood together.
It will be 4th down.
Dan, watch for the quarterback-tight end connection right here.
The Warriors want to talk it over, and they take their first timeout.
They only need a couple here. Plus buckle down, guys.
4th down and less than a yard.
That will come to field goal from 3 yards. More on the board.
Butler from 20 yards, and it's good.
Dan Butler puts in an easy short one. A clean kick, no worries.
The Warriors are kicking off. Number 18 back to receive.
Butler boots it away. Number 18 catches it back at the 2. Tackled at the 22.
Number 18 tried to run it out, but the defense preferred that he stayed put, and they made their case pretty forcefully there.
The E's are looking for some separation before the half, and will start this drive at their own 22-yard line. Sowell tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Intended for.
Matt Sowell gets a hand on this one. Right there. That's how you play D.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
2nd down coming up. 2nd down, tight end to the left.
Ball at the 22-yard line.
Sanders punches this one left left of center and will gain close to 6.
Jay Sanders played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Ball at the 28-yard line.
Sanders has his number called on 3rd down and can't convert the 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
3 on the play. Thornton with the tackle.
Number 8 lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
To punt. Hilliard is deep to receive.
Oh yeah, punter. I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
Number 8 takes the snap and punts it away. Hilliard makes a fair catch at the 32. The Warriors take the field with the clock at 6. McCoy gets the call, and the Warriors will take a timeout. That's their second. First down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Ooh, you just got sacked, son.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The E's are out in front, 7-3.
Well, Dan, what do you say? You ready to dive into the 2K Sports halftime show?
Now we'll look at our first half by the numbers, and I'll tell you, first downs have really been the story here. The Warriors should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponents hang in there with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 88 emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. A 51-yard touchdown for the home team. The E's strike first and go up by 7. Later on in the second quarter, Kelly came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. That set up an automatic 21-yard field goal. And that's how we'll round this one out. The E's are holding on to a lead, 7-3.
Nice job, Dan.
The Warriors will receive to start the second half, and this is a tight contest. Currently, they're down 7-3. Let's go down to the field. Number 4 kicks it, and the second half is underway. Watson decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 20.
Tony Watson took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Warriors have been locked in a defensive slugfest so far and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. McCoy takes the handoff and hands left. Redding tackles in for a short loss.
Eddie Redding targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game.
All right, big play. Now let's do it again. Oh, yeah, I hope they come at us the same way. Let's go.
2nd and 10 from the Warriors, 20-yard line.
McCoy will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Richard McCoy had blockers on his side on that last play, but the defense was too smart. It gave him nowhere to go.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face 3rd down.
3rd and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Malone throws a bullet to the flat, and it's tipped. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Lonnie Scott anticipated the trajectory of that pass and stuck his hand in at the last moment. Great play.
Peter, the defense stood tall and forced the incompletion, but I don't understand that call. They wouldn't have gotten much at all, even if it was complete.
4th down either way, and in my opinion, too, a bad call.
Collette lines up deep in his own territory to punt it away. Here I come, brother. I'm coming. I'm about to punt it. Collette takes the long snap and punts it away. Number 18, the punt at the 38. Tackled at the 43.
Number 18 got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The E's have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive that starts at their 43-yard line. Brewer takes him down back at the 39.
Anthony Brewer read that play perfectly and makes the tackle behind the line, pushing them back a few yards in the process. Great effort.
Peter, they put an end to that play well in the backfield, and they had a real good read on that.
Yeah, it all starts with the guys up front, Dan, and then everybody follows.
2nd down coming up. Stopped at the 45.
Tony Hart's scrambled to stay alive there when Plan A went south. I'd say that was about Plan W, but it worked.
Third and 7 from Lvii, 45-yard line.
Hart passes this one, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
Jeff Watson was all thumbs. That one bounced right out of the mitts.
That seems to be an odd call, Peter. It fell incomplete, but even if they had caught it, they still would have been short of the 1st down.
I don't like those calls either. Got to get past the markers on those routes.
It'll be 4th down. Number 8 gets ready to punt it away.
Oh yeah, punter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
Number 8 gets the ball and punts it away. Hilliard catches it at the 17. Tackled at the 22.
5 on the play. Ball will be placed on 22-yard line.
The Warriors will start the drive at their own 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
Malone fires this one over the middle, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Eugene Robinson put himself in the right place back there, coming across the middle, but the catch was elusive, no dice.
That was a rare incompletion, Peter. This passing game has shown very few weaknesses.
Well, the D better find some because there's still over a quarter left to play.
Edwards tackles him for a short loss.
Sam Edwards targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long.
3rd and 10 from the Warriors, 22-yard line.
Malone lets it go here, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Taylor Wallace came in and got a hand on that football and left no
thing. Come on, let's swarm this guy.
Collette lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Number 18. It's deep to receive.
Collette gets the snap and punts it away. Number 18 fields the punt at the 37. Dragged down at the 41.
Number 18 got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The E's haven't gotten much out of their offense recently and are looking to get back on track here. This drive begins at their 41-yard line. Throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception's made at the 38. Tracks him down for a loss at the 39.
Tavarius Oldham read that play perfectly and makes the tackle behind the line, pushing them back a few yards in the process. Great effort.
That's his second tackle so far. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field. Picks up 1 on the play. We have a flag on the play. Let's listen to the call.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 90, defense. Repeat, second down.
Tavarius Oldham had crossed the plane made by the tips of the football on that last one, so we got the call for a neutral zone infraction.
Second and 6 from Lvii, 44-yard.
Sanders takes it off the toss and passes the line. Tackled at the 45. We have a flag on the play. Let's listen to the call.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 91, defense. Repeat, second down.
Jabari Naoli was lined up on the ball, and the ref called him on it. That's a neutral zone infraction.
Second and 1. Ball at the 49-yard line.
Naoli penetrates and makes the stop at the 46.
Jabari Naoli got a great jump on the play and brings the ball carrier down for a loss in the backfield. Nice defensive stop.
They backed them up, and now they make it a bit tougher on a 3rd down ahead.
Yeah, good defensive play there, Dan. Let's see if they can stand strong for this one here.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The E's are out in front, 7-3.
7.
We're shutting you down, baby. You can't move the ball.
46 yards.
Sanders picks up about 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Tom Rathman made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
The defense didn't budge on that play, and they force a 4th down.
Your E's are back to punt. Hilliard is deep to receive.
Oh yeah, punter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
Number 8 takes the snap and punts it away. Hilliard fields it at the 15. Tackled at the 24.
Dalton Hilliard did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
24 yards.
The Warriors have been locked in a defensive slugfest so far and will start this drive at their own 24-yard line. Malone throws a beauty to the right side, and it's incomplete.
Ernest Slade did a beautiful job on that last play covering the post route. That pass never had a chance. Incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 24-yard line.
Kelly takes the catch out to the left and gets past the markers for a first down.
Gain of 14 yards on the play. First down, Warriors.
Bobby Malone lays this one in beautifully. Got to see it one more time.
Right on the money, Peter. He effectively rendered the defense irrelevant by being so accurate.
Yeah, they might as well have been 10 yards away.
What a pass, and he is generating some great numbers.
Oh, absolutely, Dan. So far, he's got 89 yards and no interceptions.
Malone throws a heater right sideline, and the reception is made past the markers for a first down.
14 yards on the play. First down, Warriors.
I'm in the league of my own! I'm in the league of my own!
First and 10. Ball at the 48-yard line.
McCoy takes his 10th carry of the game and picks up a couple.
McCoy with the catch. He picks up 2 yards on the play. Weber with the tackle.
Second down, 2 receivers to the left.
From the Warriors, 46-yard line. Sherman, interception. Third and 4.
Number 24 is back on the field after getting checked by his trainers. Hilliard follows and drops it incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Dalton Hilliard had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
They've been having problems connecting over the middle of the field, and there was more proof of it right there.
Yeah, a lot of bodies over the middle, and that congestion is what they're having problems with.
Fourth and 4. Ball at the 43-yard line.
Malone zings it to the right side, and it's caught short of the markers. They will forfeit the ball on down.
Jim Hartwell makes his presence known on this one. He's going to haunt the ball carrier's dreams for a while. Oh, big tackle on fourth. That's how you stop a conversion.
They could have punted it away and chose to go for it on fourth down. Now, will that cost them?
Well, with the score this close, it's hard to say, but you never want to hand the other guy an edge.
The E's take the field with time winding down. They'll start at their 43-yard line. Sanders gets the toss, runs into traffic, round to a halt at the 43.
How's that poison taste, huh? How's it taste?
43-yard line. 2-minute warning.
Second down, and they line up with 3 tight ends.
43 yards.
Sanders. The Warriors take their first time out.
Jay Sanders used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Well, not much of a game there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
All out! All of us are going all out! This drive is right here!
Third down. The clock is stopped at 1:57.
45 yards.
Sanders carries it for a third time in a row and takes it upfield. No one in front of him. 25, 15, 5, touchdown!
Dan, check out all the yards he snarfs up here. Yes, snarfs. That's an old football term. Tell you what, though, this is a great play.
That's the first time he's seen the end zone, and you know it was going to happen sooner or later.
Oh, he expects to have something under that TD stat at the end of every game.
Back to the point after. Number 10 on the hold.
Now the extra point, and it's good.
Lvii to pick up. Watson deep to receive.
Number 4 boots the heck out of this one. Watson downs it for a touchback. The Warriors start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 1:45. Malone throws this one over the middle, and the catch is made for the first. The clock continues to tick down. First down, the clock is now at 1:41. Watson didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Tony Watson ran a short out pattern on that last play, but he couldn't make the connection. Incomplete pass.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. That's a good call.
That'll bring up second down.
The Warriors, 38 yards.
Malone throws a bullet, and it's caught at the 49. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run.
45 yards.
Watson has this one fly off his fingertips, incomplete.
Tony Watson almost got this baby, but it just glances off his fingertips.
That would have been a big play and a big first down, Peter. They just don't sync up.
Good call. Maybe next time it'll work.
Ready for this? Bunch 50, Z deep post. Got it? Good. Break.
Second down, one man back.
Second and 10.
Malone fires this one over the middle, and it's caught at the 31. First down, the clock is now at 1:05. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Dalton Hilliard had some room on the fringes there, but couldn't reel in the pass.
This is getting ugly. That is his 4th whiff of the game.
They may want to rotate someone else in there, giving this receiver time to regain his confidence.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line.
Malone just rifles this one, and he connects at the 18, eventually tackled at the 16. McCoy catches the bullet out left, and the clock continues to wind down. Malone fires this one over. The Warriors will take a timeout. That's their 2nd.
Randy Hardy took on triple coverage and came away with a phenomenal catch.
Well, you know, this is just not working. He made a good play on the ball, but for what?
This team is always throwing short. Problem is, they're not picking up any significant yardage after the catch.
Exactly. Watson reels in the Warriors. Take a timeout. That's their final one. 4th down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Butler with a 24-yarder, and he knocks it through the uprights.
Dan Butler has little trouble pooching this one through. Let's see it again. Yep, he knows that you aren't allowed to miss many of those in this league.
They'll take the 3 points, but they were hoping for 7.
But that's the 2nd time today they get close, only to have to bring in the kicker.
Butler pooches it. Blanchard steals it out the 40. Tackled at the 39.
Ryan Blanchard wasn't going to let a miracle happen on this onside. It comes his way and then gets his hands around it to put the offense out on the field. Great work by this hands team.
Peter, they had to try the onside kick there, so you can't fault them for their decision calling on the matter.
Absolutely not, Dan. Just didn't work out for him. Dan, this game is over. There's no way for the D to stop the clock, and the offense is just going to sit on the ball to win this one.
Hart takes a knee, and that will do it.
A loss of yards here, but they aren't too concerned about that. They just want to keep that clock moving.
And that is going to do it for this one. The E's come out on top 14-6. With that, let's look back at some of the plays that made the difference in this one. So, the ball game is over. Let's take a quick look back at how it went with our post-game show. A slow start to the half, but things get heated up midway through the 4th. Sanders got the call on 3rd down, and he did not disappoint. A 55-yard touchdown for the home team. The E's now up by 11. The Warriors, middle of the 4th, Malone connected with his man on this one. That set up an easy 24-yard field goal. And that's how we'll round this one out. The E's squeaked out a win, 14-6. So then, it's time to give recognition to our 2K Sports Player of the Game.
Jay Sanders turned in yet another legendary outing. Well, they put the game on his legs, Dan, and he managed to find his way through holes big and small all game en route to a big rushing performance. And that performance led his team to victory.
For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.